Hello, welcome back to FTM Transformers. It's Saturday and I identify as cute. Today's topic is sex. And I have a few important things to say about sex. First important thing is that consent is essential. And not just if you're a trans guy, but if you are human. It is really important. I mean, if you are anybody, consent is really important, and I don't think that sex could possibly be fun without it. When I'm talking about consent, I don't just mean not saying no. And I don't just mean, when two people both want to get it on and they magically know that they both want to get it on. I'm talking about actually sitting down and having a conversation about what you do and don't like before you actually get in bed with someone. Or even before you do stuff like make out or cuddle. But it's nice to have clear expectations, and it's nice to have clear boundaries. I personally feel very self-conscious about my chest, and my thing about it is that if I'm fooling around with someone, I don't want them to call it boobs. And that's like a really big deal. If that makes me feel like, no, this cannot go on any further. So yeah, that's a bit of awkwardness that I love to avoid. Another thing is that it's very important for a person to clearly see me as male, not just when I'm talking to them and not just when we're hanging out, but also if I'm going to fool around with someone, they need to not slip up. Because if they do slip up when we're fooling around, it's just the worst feeling ever, practically. No, not really. That's an exaggeration, but it sucks. I mean, there's nothing that makes me feel like less of a man than if I'm fooling around with someone and they refer to me as a girl. It's like, oh gosh, no. So it's very important to have clear boundaries about names, pronouns, what to call things, how to talk during fooling around. Just in general, make sure that you are comfortable with who you're with. Make sure that you are in a comfortable situation where you know what you want and the other person respects that. And also that the other person respects your identity. That's really important. I talked about that in the dating video, but that's just really essential that I do not want to date anyone or fool around with anyone who does not see me as a man. And that is a big thing that I need to do in order to respect myself. So talking about consent ahead of time really helps to avoid awkward situations. And it's just a good idea in general, no matter what your orientation or your gender identity is, to talk to people about sex, because then you know what's going on. And there's clear expectations and clear boundaries. That's all I have to say for now, so go and have a good week.